and welcome to Talk at the Town. I'm Robyn Zimmerman, along with Kathryn Mademann. She is no stranger to our station, nor to this area. She is doing so many different things, and we're going to be talking about, in particular, a new segment that will be on the news on the first Friday of every month, and it'll be called Fashion Fridays. But before we talk about that, first of all, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much. It's wonderful to see you, Robyn.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about your background, a little bit about Coastal with Kathryn, and some of the other things that you do. I mean, you're involved in so many different things. But for the viewers that maybe aren't familiar with you, a little bit about your background.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, my career started in fashion and modeling and television and commercials. Actually, it's, print, runway, TV commercials. And then I started hosting TV shows, and then sort of catapulted into I hosted a show. It was a makeover show, and gave the people who came on the show transformations from hair, makeup, right down to their outfits.
I love transformations.
It was really it was wonderful, and I loved the opportunity to help somebody who was sort of in that place that wanted to change but didn't know how to go about it. Right. So it just sort of lifted in that direction, because my master's is in rehabilitation counseling, and so I've been in, I have that counseling, therapy, psychology piece and just putting it with the fashion, and putting those two together has brought me into sort of being this image stylist that has sort of built a platform. I give a lot of lectures and seminars about confidence, body image at Hilton Head Health here, and so that's how it's the springboard of how it got here.
So let's dive into the Fashion Fridays with our news. What can we expect? I know you shot actually the first edition or the first episode today. So what can we expect?
This morning, we've been talking about this as the station is growing and growing, expanding, and having all the diversity and depth that we're up to. Fashion, we're missing our fashion piece here, and many people say that we do not have fashion here on the island, and I'm here to say we really do have wonderful retail stores, wonderful women's fashions, but people don't know where to shop. All right, and that's where I have the fun. I can go and share with you some of the stores that I know, and I love their brands, and I'm pretty familiar about how to dress different figures, and depending on depending on how your figure, your size, your body image, each shop sort of lends itself to that person. So there's not a shop for everybody, and that's one frustration that people have to understand. But there is something for everyone.
And so in this first episode, you are actually going to be at what store?
So we went up to Old Town Bluffton. Old Town Bluffton is blooming and
booming booming and blooming.
I've been talking too much already this morning. La la la. So, and I went to Eccentricity, and that has been there for a long time. But yet the store has evolved, and she has wonderful brands. I met with Georgia, and we did a bit of a segment talking about a travel capsule wardrobe, some of the brands that she's doing. So we saw some colors and how we can put them together, accent with jewelry. It's a fun segment. So you'll find that on every Friday, first Friday of the month.
Of every month. All right. And you also, I love your show, Coastal with Kathryn.
Oh, thank you.
It's shot so beautifully, and your interviews and your locations, so that's going well as
we're still going along. It's now been a year and a half or so, and right now we have something with the Heritage, because the Heritage is next month, and April we're going to talk about a Splash of Fashion segment. We have Easter, we have Mother's Day, we have a change of seasons with the spring and summer collections and colors, so we thought that would be a great way to celebrate that, and also talk up and introduce some of the retailers that we have here. And I'm going to be in Old Town Bluffton this time, just because I've been down here on Hilton Head Island. So we're going to feature some of the stores up there, so you're going to have to stay tuned, and that will be available on WHHI in April.
Okay, very good. And then also, as you said, you do some personal consulting. So
I do.
You can go to your website, if you just, I would assume you could even go shopping with someone and actually help them pick out clothes, because a lot of folks just don't have that sense of fashion or what goes with what. I know, I don't think I do.
You do. I'm glad you brought that up, because I do have people reaching out to me who are new to the island. They're transitioning from retirement, or just they've been up in the north or somewhere else, and they want to have this, I call it coastal chic. That's because it's a way of being. You want to be casual, coastal, but chic. You just don't want to walk around in flip-flops and, sure. So, and gals really want to look nice. So how can I be casual and look nice and walk around and feel comfortable and feel good about myself? And that's a big thing. And so I had a gal come to visit me who was in a style class of mine 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Moved here. We went through her closet, we went shopping, and she has a fantastic new wardrobe, and she's just really happy.
Fantastic.
So the best way to reach me is KathrynMademann@gmail.com.
At gmail.com,
Yeah,
Kathryn
that's the
Mademann.
bat line. Otherwise, I do have other emails, and sometimes I kind of go.
She's just back from a ski trip in Vermont. Well, thank you so much. Kathryn Mademann it's going to be Fashion Fridays, first Friday of every month on the Daily News. Thanks, Kathryn.
Thank
Good to see you again.